Hi, friends. Keely here. This evening, I'm thinking about gratitude and connections, like connecting with people. And the reason is that it was a pretty long day, but it was a really good day. And I guess that really applies to most of the week for me. And specifically about today, part of what made it long and also part of what made it good is the number of connections that I was making. I mean, I had a lot of appointments with people and engagement with people online in a couple different social media platforms, especially Facebook, but not just. Anyway, so it just kind of has got me thinking about how awesome it is that two things really related to this topic, and those are that one, I am more connected now with people as a result of the pandemic than I ever was before. And that's because for business reasons it was necessary to learn how to connect through social media platforms, and especially Facebook, LinkedIn to a lesser extent, but Facebook especially, um, because as a business owner I have to continue marketing and selling legal services, my coaching services, and in order to do that in this environment, that requires being online. So those were necessary skills, but I also, as I began learning them, pretty quickly decided that they were really powerful in keeping me connected and getting me connected to people, keeping me connected with people, and they're just as useful for social purposes, right? So some of the same tools and strategies that I have been using for outreach and social media engagement online for marketing purposes, my grassroots campaign, has have also been really valuable for keeping up with my friends and family and other people that I may want to connect with purely for social purposes. And there's a lot of overlap. There are business um, colleagues, acquaintances, whatever, who I become more friendly with, and as time goes by, we become friends, and vice versa. I have people who I've been friends with for a while who may end up decide they want to who may decide that they want to coach with me, and so we end up talking about business and whether or not that might be a good fit, etc. So all that's been really, really positive. And then there was something in particular, a moment that I had today during a meeting that I had, a client meeting I had on the legal services side, where I realized that the work that I'm doing, the conversation that I was in, with the client that I was talking to, and his mother, it was just really rewarding. It was really, I mean, the connection there, the gratitude that I had for these people as clients. I mean, we did a tremendous amount of work for this particular client, and we got a really, really great result. And we were talking about some of the, the issues that he still has to navigate through. And I just remember having a sense of how grateful I am that I get to do this work and how rewarding it is. And what's interesting about that is the work's not any different than it was 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years ago. And yet I have such a different sense of it because I'm not burned out anymore. I am, really grateful for that I get to do this work. I'm grateful for the people who hire my firm and engage the services of my team. Um, and I'm so much more appreciative, I suppose, of humanity in general. And yeah, so it was a really great conversation where I think it might have been, I probably would have felt differently about it a few years ago because I was, sort of overwhelmed, overworked. And it's just so great to be in a different place where, this type of work is rewarding rather than draining. So that's all. I just have this tremendous sense of gratitude for both things, for being so connected with people, for of course, not for the pandemic, as a whole, because there were some really awful things that came along with it, but I am grateful for the silver linings. And yeah, and I'm certainly just grateful for all of it, for my business, for my clients, for my colleagues, my friends and family, and everything. And it's getting to where the gratitude just comes so naturally. And I guess I'm grateful for that. So it's kind of meta. Anyway, that's all for now. If anyone's watching this, I certainly appreciate you, and hope it has been valuable, useful, or entertaining for you in some way. And I'm gonna go enjoy my family. Have a good weekend, and I'll see y'all again soon. Bye now.